मैम 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 सब आ गए ना? सब आ गए ना? सब स्पीकर आ गए ना? हम मुझे साइन दे देना. मैम आई एम काउंटिंग ऑन यू. अपने साइन दे देना जैसे चलन आएंगे ना. मैम अंजू मैम हम बुक केस यहाँ पे है. बुक केस अभी भी यहाँ पे है. हाँ हाँ पता नहीं गेस्ट इज कंफर्टेबल. In the grand tapestry of codes and streams, we paint a world with digital dreams. With every click and line of code we write, we shape a future bathed in digital light. Respected Chairman IMT, Honorable Director IITM, our distinguished guests, staff members and students, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. My name is Meher, a final year BCA student, and I'm honored to stand before you today as your host, and I welcome you all on behalf of IITM to this prestigious national seminar on digital transformation. To mention here, as a part of our tradition, we have a precedence to start every jubilant occasion with an enthralling and blossoming fragrance of harmal. That's called isband in our local Kashmiri language. And for that purpose, we have kept the beautiful charcoal incense burner isband souls right in front of us. May I request our esteemed chairman, sir, our honorable director, sir, and respected Sajjad, sir, to please come over the podium and welcome our guest speakers in this auspicious ceremony. Please, sir. Now, first of all, I would request our chief guest of the day, Dr. Farooq Ahmed Masoodi, Dean Academic Affairs, University of Kashmir, to please come over the podium. Thank you, sir. I would request you, sir, to kindly take part in it before taking your seat. Now, I would like to call our guest of honor, Dr. Khurshid Ahmed Butt, Dean College Development Council, University of Kashmir, to please join us. I again request every guest speaker to kindly take part in this harmal ceremony before taking your respective seats. I would also like to call Professor Dean, Trinity Institute of Innovation in Professional Studies, Dr. Meenakshi Kaushik here. I please request our chairman, sir, to kindly do the honors along with our guests. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Please take your respective seats. जी सर जी sir. I would also request Director CIED IUST Dr. Parvez Mir to please join us on the stage. Before we commence our program, what would be more beautiful if we start this program with the holy verses of Quran? And for this, I would like to call Tahleel from BCA second semester to please come to the stage for the beautiful recitation. Please put your hands together for Tahleel.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العظيم. Now let's listen the translation of these verses of glorious Quran. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allah's name to commence with, the most gracious, the most merciful. Ar-Rahman, the most gracious. Allamal Quran. He has taught the Quran to his beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Khalaqal insana allamahul bayan. He has created the soul of mankind. That's the beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He has taught him the speech, that's knowledge of whatever has happened and whatever will happen. Ash-shamsu wal qamaru bihusban. The sun and the moon are programmed, moving on a fixed orbit. Wan najmu wash-shajaru yasjudan. And the plants and the trees prostrate to him. وَالسَّمَاءَ رَفَعَهَا وَوَضَعَ الْمِيزَانَ. And Allah has raised the sky and set the scale. أَلَّا تَطْغَوْا فِي الْمِيزَانِ. That you should not transgress in the scale when you are weighing. وَأَقِيمُوا الْوَزْنَ بِالْقِسْطِ وَلَا تُخْسِرُوا الْمِيزَانَ. And establish the weight with justice and do not reduce the weight. وَالْأَرْضَ وَضَعَهَا لِلْأَنَامِ. And he placed the earth for creation. فِيهَا فَاكِهَةٌ وَالنَّخْلُ ذَاتُ الْأَكْمَامِ. Therein are fruits and dates covering each other. وَالْحَبُّ ذُو الْعَصْفِ وَالرَّيْحَانِ. And grain with husk and fragrant flowers. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So, O mankind and jinn, which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? خَلَقَ الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ صَلْصَالٍ كَالْفَخَّارِ. He created man from sounding clay like that of pottery. وَخَلَقَ الْجَانَّ مِنْ مَارِجٍ مِنْ نَارٍ. And created jinn from a flame of fire. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So, which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? رَبُّ الْمَشْرِقَيْنِ وَرَبُّ الْمَغْرِبَيْنِ. The Lord of both the Easts and the Lord of both the Wests. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So, which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? مَرَجَ الْبَحْرَيْنِ يَلْتَقِيَانِ. He has made two oceans that appear to join with each other. بَيْنَهُمَا بَرْزَخٌ لَا يَبْغِيَانِ. and there is a barrier between them that one cannot surpass the other. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So, which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? يَخْرُجُ مِنْهُمَا اللُّؤْلُؤُ وَالْمَرْجَانُ. From the emerge pearl and coral stone. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So, which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? وَلَهُ الْجَوَارِ الْمُنْشَآتُ فِي الْبَحْرِ كَالْأَعْلَامِ. Only to him belong the moving ones, that sailing ships raised high in the sky like mountains. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So, which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? Sadaq Allahul Azim. Allah Almighty has spoken the truth. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah, Jazakallah. Today we have come together to explore the concept of digital transformation, a term that has become increasingly prevalent in our vocabulary and is reshaping the way we live and work. Digital transformation is not solely about technology, it's also about people and culture. It requires a shift in the mindset and a commitment to embrace change. Before we again commence our session, I would like to express my gratitude to our esteemed speakers whose unwavering support has made this seminar possible today. As we embark on this incredible exploration on digital technology today, we have the privilege of learning from esteemed experts, thought leaders who have played instrumental roles in shaping the digital landscape. Their invaluable insights and experience will illuminate our path as we navigate the challenges and opportunities presented by this dynamic era of transformation. Now, with a great pleasure, I would like to request Honorable Director IITM Dr. Rizwan Thakur to please come forward to the stage to deliver welcome address to our esteemed guests. A big round of applause for Dr. Rizwan Thakur, Director IITM.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dr. Yusuful Umar, Chief Patron, Chairman, Iqbal Memorial Trust. Dr. Farooq A. Masoodi, Dean Academics Affairs, Kashmir University. Dr. Khurshid Ahmed Butt, Dean College Development Council, Kashmir University. Dr. Meenakshi Kaushik, Dean Research, Indraprastha University, New Delhi. Dr. Parvez Ahmed Mir, Director, CIED, Islamic University of Science and Technology. Mr. Sajad Gul, Faculty Member, Iqbal Institute of Technology and Management, Srinagar. And dear esteemed dignitaries and guests, it is with great pleasure and honor that I stand before you today as the Director of Iqbal Institute of Technology and Management, welcoming each and every one of you to the National Seminar on Digital Transformation. I would like to extend a warm greetings to our esteemed Chief Patron and Chairman of Iqbal Memorial Trust, Dr. Yusuful Umar, as well as our esteemed Secretary, Engineer Muhammad Amin Quraishi. Your presence here today marks the significance of this event, and we are truly privileged to have you with us. I also extend my heartfelt welcome to our distinguished guests who have graciously accepted our invitation, and will be sharing their valuable insights with us. We are honored to have with us Dr. Farooq A. Masoodi, Dean Academics Affairs at Kashmir University, and Dr. Khurshid A. Butt, Dean College Development Council at Kashmir University. Your presence here is a testament to the importance of the digital transformation and the value you have placed in us. We are also privileged to welcome Dr. Meenakshi Kaushik, Dean Research at Guru Gobind Singh Ji Indraprasth University, New Delhi, and Dr. Parvez A. Mir, Director CIED at the Islamic University of Science and Technology, J&K. Your expertise and knowledge will undoubtedly inspire our participants. Furthermore, I extend a warm welcome to Dr. Arvind Kumar, Professor and Dean at Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, and Dr. Asif, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering at Aligarh Muslim University. Your online presence here reflects the collaborative spirit we hold dear, transcending boundaries to foster knowledge and innovation. I extend a warm welcome to Dr. S.K. Gupta, the Managing Director of Registered Valuers Organization of the Institute of Cost Accountants, India. Your expertise in the field of digital transformation will undoubtedly enrich our seminar. Many thanks to Mr. Sajad Gul, our promising faculty member at IITM. Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather here under the theme Digital Transformation, Empowering the Future. This theme resonates with the essence of our rapid evolving world, where technological advancements have a profound impact on society and economy. The digital revolution has permeated every aspect of our lives, transforming the way we communicate, work, learn, and innovate. As we embark on the journey of exploration and enlightenment, we have the privilege of being in the company of eminent personalities and experts who have devoted their lives to understanding and harnessing the power of digital transformation. Their presence here today is a testament to the dedication and commitment to shaping a future empowered by technology. This seminar serves as a platform for knowledge exchange, collaboration, and inspiration. We have participants from various institutions across the country, including dignitaries, professionals, researchers, and students. Your presence here is a testament of your enthusiasm and passion for the subject matter, and I have no doubt that the insights shared during this event will have a profound and lasting impact on your journey. Together, we will explore the transformative potential of digital technologies into the emerging trends and challenges, and identify strategies for leveraging this power to shape for a better future. The success of this seminar relies on the collective expertise and participations of each and every one of you. I encourage you to actively engage in the sessions, share your ideas and experience, and foster fruitful discussions that will drive innovation and progress. Let us embrace this opportunity to learn from one another, forge meaningful connections, and lay the foundation of a brighter and digitally empowered future. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the organizing committee, the faculty members, the students who have worked tirelessly to bring this seminar to fruition. This dedication and commitment have made this event possible, and I applaud you for your efforts. I encourage all the participants to actively engage in the session, panels, discussions, and take full advantage of the knowledge and experience shared by our distinguished speakers. This seminar presents a unique opportunity for networking, learning, and forging meaningful connections that will shape your future endeavors in the field of digital transformation. My special thanks to the media fraternity for endorsing us and helping us in our initiative to make this event a great success. We welcome you from the core of our hearts. Once again, I extend my warmest welcomes to all of our distinguished guests and participants. Your presence here today signifies your commitment to embracing the transformative power of technology and your dedication to shaping the brighter future. Let us make the most out of this seminar and work together to harness the full potential of digital transformation. Thank you, and I wish you all the fruitful and inspiring seminar. God bless you. Sorry.
Thank you so much, sir. Over the course of the day, we have carefully curated a diverse range of sessions, speech, discussions. These will delve into various facets of digital transformation from emerging technologies. I once again would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to our esteemed guests and each and every one of you for gracing us with your presence today. As we commence this auspicious occasion, it gives me great pleasure to invite a distinguished member of our esteemed faculty to please come forward to the stage. Dear audience, please join me in giving a warm round of applause for our esteemed faculty member IITM, Mr. Sajad Gul, to please come forward to the stage to deliver the inaugural address. Let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Sajad Gul, esteemed faculty member IITM.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Honorable Chairman, Iqbal Memorial Trust, Srinagar, Dr. Yusuful Umar Sahab, respected Director IITM, Dr. Rizwan Alam Thakur Sahab, esteemed guests on the podium, governing body members, Iqbal Memorial Trust, Srinagar, ladies and gentlemen, may peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be on all of you. It's my privilege to stand before you today and address the captivating theme of our event, digital transformation empowering the future. I believe we are in the right place and the right time. Together, let us accelerate the exchange of ideas and scaling up of good practices. The purpose of this technology seminar is to provide a platform for experts, professionals, researchers, and our young enthusiasts to come together and exchange knowledge, insights, and ideas related to various aspects of technology. Today, we live in a world where physical world exists in parallel with cyberspace and digital representation of ourselves. We have more virtual friends than real, forming together large online communities. Technology has influenced many aspects of our life. In healthcare, as an example, from disease detection to accurate diagnosis and the use of precision medicine tailored to individual genetic profiles has made success stories. Technology in smart cities across globe is being optimized for resource management, enhanced public safety, and infrastructure efficiency. Transportation using electric and autonomous vehicles is becoming prevalent and with enhanced road safety and traffic management. Personalized experiences using artificial intelligence algorithms and data analytics deliver personalized recommendations for entertainment, shopping, and content consumption. Further, personal health and well-being using wearable devices and health monitoring applications deliver real-time insights into fitness and sleep patterns. Hence, digital transformation encompasses the integration of digital technologies into all aspects of our lives. It goes beyond mere automation and process involvement. It encompasses a profound shift in mindset and adoption of digital-first approach. It empowers organizations, governments, and individuals to leverage technology's vast potential to solve complex problems, drive innovation, and unlock new opportunities. The world around us is evolving at an unprecedented pace. We witness the rise of technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, the Internet of Things, and augmented reality. These technologies are not only disrupting traditional industries, but also paving the way for entirely new ones. They hold the promise of enhanced efficiency, improved decision making, and the creation of immersive and personalized experiences. In the realm of business, digital transformation is revolutionizing how organizations operate and engage with their customers. Companies are leveraging data analytics and cloud computing to gain valuable insights and achieve operational excellence. Governments around the world are also embracing digital transformation to enhance public services, increased transparency, and promote citizen engagement. From digital identification systems to smart cities, Governments are leveraging technology to create efficient and inclusive societies. Moreover, digital transformation holds immense potential in addressing some of our most pressing global challenges, from climate change and healthcare to education and poverty alleviation. Technologies provide us with tools to find sustainable solutions. However, as we embark on this transformative journey, we must be mindful of the potential risks and challenges that lie ahead. Issues such as data privacy, cybersecurity, and the digital divide need to be addressed comprehensively. It's our collective responsibility to ensure that digital transformation is inclusive, equitable, and ethically driven, leaving no one behind. Today, we are gathered here with a shared vision to explore the limitless possibilities of digital transformation and its capacity to empower the future. I extend my gratitude to the organizers, distinguished guests, and all participants who have contributed to make this event a reality. Your presence here today reflects your commitment to embracing the potential of digital transformation and shaping a future where technology empowers individuals and communities alike. In conclusion, let us embrace the opportunities presented by digital transformation while being mindful of responsibilities it entails. Together, we can harness technology to foster innovation, drive sustainable growth, and create a future where everyone can thrive. Thank you, and let us commence this journey towards a digital empowered future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your enlightening words. Now, with this, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to request our chairman IMT, Dr. Yusuful Umar, to grace the stage and share his insights. Please put your hands together for Dr. Yusuful Umar, chairman IMT.
इसको थोड़ा एडजस्ट करो बेटा टोन बराबर जितनी ऊपर का आवाज ही थैंक यू अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन अस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला रसूलिल करीम औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम अलिफ लाम मीम ज़ालिकल किताब ला रैब फीह हुदन लिल मुत्तक़ीन अल्लज़ीना युमिनूना बिल गैब व युक़ीमूनस सलात व मिम्मा रज़क़नाहुम युनफ़िक़ून अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला सय्यिदिना मुहम्मदिन व अला आलि सय्यिदिना मुहम्मदिन व असहाबि सय्यिदिना मुहम्मदिन व बारिक व सल्लिम अलैहि. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Farooq Ahmed Masoodi, Dean, Academic Affairs, Kashmir University. Respected Guest of Honor, Professor Hussain Ahmed Bhatt Sahab, Dean, College Development Council, Kashmir University. Respected Professor Manakshi Kaushik, Dean, Research, Trinity Institute of Innovation in Professional Studies, Indraprastha University, New Delhi. Respected Professor Parvez Mir Sahab, Director, CIED, Islamic University of Science and Technology, Jammu and Kashmir. Respected Professor Dr. R.A. Thakur Sahab, the Director, IITM, Srinagar. And respected Sajjad Gul Sahab, our faculty member of IITM Delhi. worthy members of IMT Srinagar, worthy members of the managing committee of IITM Srinagar, invited dignitaries from other institutions and organizations, respected members of the faculty of IITM, and my dear students. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our respected professors and other dignitaries in this August function, which is of its first kind in the history of IITM. I congratulate the organizers of the institution under the dynamic leadership of Professor Arya Thakur Sahab, who have been able to manage this and program this national seminar on a very important topic, digital transformation. Now, before I start, we should know what is digital transformation. I tell you, in the human history, there have been always interventions from the nature to put the humanity on the proper progressive path. And whenever such things have happened in university, they have tremendous effect on the history of the mankind. We hear of the present day disruptive technologies. One of them is this digital transformation. But basically, where from this disruptive technology started? What was the first technical, thing which was invented and which changed the whole course of human development? Can anybody tell me? What was the first disruptive item which changed the course of history for development of human history? Yes? Huh? No. Wheel. It was wheel. We don't know when the wheel was invented. We don't know it. Could anybody tell me what was the next disruptive technology introduced in the world? The next one after wheel. Hundreds and thousands of years after that. What could be that? Any student, any faculty member, or any August member? Disruptive technology which has changed the course of history. Communication is very vague. What is the communication? The second important thing was anybody can fill it up? Electric lamp, incandescent lamp. Who invented the incandescent lamp? See how much poor knowledge our audience has. Who invented the incandescent lamp? Who invented the incandescent lamp? अरे what sort of people you are भाई? आप इतना फायदा उससे उठा रहे हैं और we don't know the mind behind it. Thomas Edison, who was born in 1847 in Canada, then they migrated to America, his father and mother, and he was born there in New Jersey, basically. He was a boy studying in a school. I often tell these things in the school when I talk to the young people. I talk them that Thomas Edison, जिसको हम उर्दू में कहेंगे the inventor of the electricity, he was a boy studying in school and he was thrown out of the school by the teachers at the age of 7. At the age of 8, his mother was called to the institution and told that he is a useless boy, he is confused, he is creating problems for us in the class, please take him home. He was turned out of the school, Thomas Edison. But he was a genius. I think the greatest scientist across whom I have come all over the world, whether he is from Middle East, whether he is from subcontinent of India, whether it is Europe, is Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison, who was born in 1847, and he was turned out at the age of 8 from the school. Then his mother took the challenge to educate him. At the age of 12, he could develop the devices. He could develop the devices to modify the telephone system in New York City at the age of 12. And he set his workshop in a garage with some broken tools and accessories. And at the age of 32, the man not only invented the moving camera, gave a birth to the cinemas, the moving pictures, and phonography in the telephones, but at the same time, he invented in 1979, at the age of 32, incandescent lamp. And he told the New Yorkers that I am giving you 400 lamps. Remove all the candles and other things. I will light the New York City. That day is commemorated till this day in the New York City, the light of illumination, the day of light of illumination. That is the second disruptive. And now everything you play with is digits and all those things. Now, fortunately, when I was reading some time back his personal history, you will be interested in this, that he had 3 children. One of the eldest child he named as Zero. Dot. Eldest son he named as Dot, 0. And the second as Dash, which is a flat 1. I don't know where from genes has come. This 0 and 1 binary circuit. I mean, most of us are exposed to binary circuit, bits. How they have changed the whole science. This whole digital technology has come from that 0 and 1. Now 0 and 1 has also now gone to this extent that today we have a machine, design a machine which we know as machine language. We have through artificial intelligence. Automatically they are going to replace a human being. They think, they plan, they understand, they have emotions. And in machine language, the deep machine, another category which is a subclass of the machine language, the deep language, in deep language there is exactly the circuit is like our brain, which has been copied from the neural network. It has been developed from the neural network of the human mind, and that is why it is thinking like a human being. So this invention of the binary circuit, this invention of the transformation from analog computation to digital computation is the other third and the latest disruptive technology. Nobody has changed it. Nobody has introduced such a tool since the last nearly 1 century. More than 1 century now. 18 and 79, we have 2024. We are yet waiting for a disruptive technique. As our Sajjad Sahib said, there are risks in this technology when the machine talks, thinks, has emotions, plans. Everything is done by the machine under machine language. You will be taught at the highest level. The latest thing about this is now which we call the quantum computation. Quantum computation has come from Einstein's theory of quantum theory. I was surprised to see the syllabus of Dr. Khurshid Saab. I was surprised to see the syllabus of BSc Zoology in the recent examination which was held. And they are supposed to learn the quantum theory of Einstein at the level after covering 12th. Very, as you were saying in the morning, very ambitious plans. But who is going to teach the quantum theory in our colleges and lower colleges at the level of graduation level? But this is a part of one of the subject which they have introduced. Knowing well that in India, because there is a thrust for going ahead and conquering the digital world and transforming your own country in these lines, they are going to introduce the latest subjects in their curriculum. Introducing how far we can succeed, they can succeed, that is a different matter. We are not talking that. But now this, Bill Gates and what was his name? Twitter, Elon Musk. Every time they cannot be born. They are born after centuries and centuries. Then and then these things do change. I don't know how far this digital revolution will exist, but the fact of the matter is that we are at the threshold of constructing, building a new civilization. I tell you, I recited the first verse of Holy Quran. How I relate it to that? Please understand. Alif Lam Mim. We don't know the full meaning of Alif Lam Mim. Only Allah and His Prophet know it. Zalikal Kitabur Arab Fi. The book which I present to you, there is no doubt in this message of Holy Book. Yuminuna bil ghayb. Allazina yuminuna hudan lil muttaqin. This book will guide the pious people who believe in the existence of God and the life day of this world. And yes, after death. That is the basic of human. Allazina who are they? They are allazina yuminuna bil ghayb. Professor, I would like to say this issue. Yuminuna bil ghayb. What is this ghayb? Which you cannot observe, which you cannot see. Which you cannot observe, which you can see. Or after ghayb is shahada, which you see. So there is a thin line of divide between ghayb and shahada. By the grace of Allah, the prophets can see through this line and they observe the ghayb to the extent Allah wants it. But through constant efforts, we are trying to penetrate this gap through our technology. We are trying to shorten the thickness of this gap, because what was gap 200 years back is not gap today. That is why it is called virtual. You can't see it, but it is existing. Gap is existing, but you cannot see it. That is called मुशाहिदा नहीं कर सकते आप उसका. You cannot observe that. But this thin line between the gap and the existing which we see is fast getting, thinner and thinner. The moment more technology comes in, you will find everywhere the gap is exposed. Everywhere the blessings of Allah are seen how the whole world is moving. But that will be the ultimate end of this whole universe. Now the question is, we have decided this digital transformation. What is digital transformation? People teach digital transformation, but without much understanding it. How it has transformed. Basically, digital transformation gives you new technology. It gives you business. It gives you employment. It gives you challenges. How this can be done? Please, those who can afford, they should read this. I told you, the quantum computation. In computation, what will happen? We have been facing in technology problems. We don't know how the spin of an electron, it occupies at the same time two positions, positive and negative. 1 or 0 value has been given in digital world to that. We don't know at what stage it is having both its properties and contributing to the dynamics of the internal structure of the atom. What has come? Similarly, what happens at the black hole in the universe? How the stars are moving and why are they driven and pushed towards the black hole in the whole universe? We cannot solve such big problems. Our supercomputer cannot solve it. No computer can solve it. No hardware can solve it. Now only it is the hope. That is why the quantum computation is coming up. What happens in quantum computation? Most of these problems where the digital computer takes, say, 500 years to solve a problem. 500 years, a problem. I will tell you, 2 raised to the power 500 is a number. In this number, you have to isolate from 0 to 9, from 1 to 9, all those decimals and numbers which can be first divided by 2, then 3, by 4, by 5, by 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. 9. How can you count these numbers? 2 raised to 500. 2 को हमें 5 से बढ़ा multiply करना है, उसको power देना है. It is such a big number. If you give it to the supercomputer in New York City or in at the NASA, it will solve it in 1 billion year. How much? And if you give the same problem to this computer, which I told you is quantum computation, it will solve in 8 minutes. It will solve this problem in 8 minutes. You can refer at paper in the transactions of information theory. I think it is dated some July 2022 or something like that. Now you tell me, where are we moving from here? We are not understanding the digital, the bits, the qubit. इसको अब वहाँ bit नहीं कहेंगे, वहाँ qubit कहेंगे, quantum bit होगा ये. It will not be bit 1 and 0 जिसको हम कहते हैं digital इंजीनियरिंग में. यहाँ वो नहीं चलेगा. अब इसको उससे क्यू से अब क्यू बिट कहना है. और क्यू बिट जैसे होता है क्या नाम है इसका आपका 8 इसके 8 होते हैं ना 108 उसको क्या कहते हैं बाइट होता है 80 का 8 डिजिट्स का. उसके होते हैं वो 2 ही होते हैं वहाँ. उसमें only you can condense in 2 1 and 0s. Anyhow, that's a different thing. That's not for me. But listen, what is the definition of digital transformation? All those students who are sitting here and reading computers, please listen. This definition of computers transformation I have called for you. Digital transformation, remember it. It is the process of using digital techniques to create new or modify the existing business processes, mechanisms, culture. Your culture will change, and customer experiences to meet changing business or market requirements. This re-emerging of business in the digital age is called digital transformation. So it is providing you new business. All the business will vanish. New business will come up when you reach to the climax of this digital transformation. I am not going to the details of this thing, but we are fortunate that we are seeing a virtual revolution. We have to understand this virtual revolution. Gap का क्या होता है? Or how this, which can you observe, which you cannot observe. The thin line between that has to become thinner and thinner, and you have to pursue that. If you can try to understand this, technology will become very easy for you. It will not be a very difficult subject for it. But if you don't understand it, if you only cram it, then you will not understand the basis of this. You will not feel interested to read it. In fact, otherwise, if you understand it, you will feel interested and explore business for you. You will not be unemployed. You will have create new marks. You'll create new businesses, and the existing will change. They have to leave space for you. Once you go ahead with full gusto to introduce the digital transformation. That is why I congratulate this institution, IITM, that they have hit at the bullseye. At this time, we must and we should, and it is a basic need, a fundamental need for us to understand the digital transformation, which can pay for our progress, for our employment, for our new business, and inshallah, by the grace of Allah, we will not be in this very bad and desperate condition after some years if we take this thing seriously. Thank you very much. I again thank all of you. I wish you all good luck and a very successful session here in this hall. And again thank my honorable guests, Madam क्या नाम है Manakshi, and our Professor Masudi Sahab, Professor Khurshid Sahab, Professor Parvez Sahab, all those people who have joined us from the business community, from our own faculty. Thank you very much. May Allah bless you. Wa akhru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your profound insights with us. We are grateful for the wisdom you have imparted upon us. It's my firm belief that this seminar will not only broaden our horizons, but will also reshape our imagination. It will inspire us to reimage our businesses, our industries, and even our own lives as we harness the full potential of digital innovation. With this, ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to request our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Farooq Ahmed Masoodi, Dean Academic Affairs, University of Kashmir, to please come forward to the stage and address our audience. Let's give a big round of applause for our chief guest, Dr. Farooq Ahmed Masoodi, Dean Academic Affairs, University of Kashmir.
Am I audible? Am I audible without this? Okay, that's great. Because it's very essential for any speaker to convey his ideas very clearly. And to convey your ideas very clearly, there has to be very clarity in your voice. That's why I preferred to remove this headphone. Dr. Yusuf Umar, Chairman, Iqbal Memorial Trust. My colleague, Professor Khurshid, Dean College Development Council. Our honored guests from Indraprastha University, Dr. Minakshi, Dr. Thakur, Dr. Parvez, Dr. Sajad Gul. My friend to whom I owe many things in my life, Dr. Nasir Ahmad Dar. Guests, members of managing committee, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. I don't claim any authority on the subject that's being discussed in this auditorium today. So don't expect academically or intellectually you will feel some sort of upgradation once I express my views. But whatever I just put forth, whatever I express, it will be just a common man's observation. At the very outset, I would like to appreciate the Institute for organizing this seminar, and that too in a collaborative manner. Doing things in a collaborative manner, it has so many advantages, it has so many benefits. Just I would like to quote a few. Once we do any project or any work in cooperation, in collaboration with each other, we are in a position to dissect different dimensions of that project very clearly. To put it in simpler manner or simpler form, any research project, or for that matter, any project, be it at our household level, be it at our local level, be it at our national level, or at global level, we try to find out different dimensions of those projects. Every project, every research problem, it has different dimensions. It has a social dimension, it has a scientific dimension, it has a technological dimension, it has a legal dimension. Of course, it might be having a political dimension also. So once we do things collaboratively, once all of us join hands together, we understand solving the problem comes at a later stage. But understanding the problem is prerequisite for solving any problem. So whenever you do anything, you seek consultations. I think that way this project is, this today's session is highly valuable. Secondly, see, we have seen in this session, in this seminar, that the Institute has roped in some reputed institutions of the country. Indraprastha University, Aligarh Muslim University, probably Banaras Hindu University, and a couple of other institutions have been roped in. Do you know what's the other advantage of doing things in a collaborative manner? We create infrastructure worth crores of rupees in our institutions. Most of the times it happens so that infrastructure remains underutilized. Once we do things in a collaborative manner, there is every possibility that we can put that infrastructure, not only infrastructure, but manpower, we can put that manpower to an optimum use. I can say with a fairly good extent of this confidence, infrastructure, even manpower, in majority of our institutions, it's not utilized optimally. It's not utilized to its optimum level. I think that all of us, we have to understand this thing, that the infrastructure which we create by spending taxpayers' money, if we don't use it optimally, we are doing a great disservice to the country, to the society. Please ensure this thing at any level, be it as academic administrators, as academicians, research scholars, or students. Bear this thing in mind, that whatever is available to us, it is to be put to an optimum use. Many good things were already discussed about digital transformation. When I first went through the draft of this new educational policy, I came to know about it that one of the major objectives of the policy is that it's going to increase the gross enrollment ratio of the institutions by 2025 by a certain percentage. My quick response was that, is it possible? Is it possible to increase the gross enrollment ratio in our institutions by this extent? But then when I started thinking about it, digital transformation was found to be one of the major tools which can be used for increasing the gross enrollment ratio in our institutions. I don't know how many of you have gone through this national education policy. There is a provision. Students can earn up to 40% of the credits from online platforms. 40% credits, which is the requirement for award of your degree, 40% of those credits you can earn. So that's only possible through digital transformation. There was a time when we used to think that to do any work or to work on any project, what are the prerequisites? कोई भी काम करने के लिए क्या जरूरियात होती है? We must have infrastructure. Resources में we must have infrastructure. We must have resources. And the third important thing that has been added to this list is data. All of you, or to analyze data, those of you who are associated, who are specializing in computer sciences, in this digitization, information technology, artificial intelligence. So data is one of the important resources. You are required to interpret the data, you are required to transform the data. So many things you can do by making use of data. Digital transformation, each and as Professor Yusuf mentioned in his speech, you just name anything, any sphere of our life, you will find that digital transformation, you have to use, we have to use digital transformation, or we are already using this digital transformation. It has revolutionized the world, it has revolutionized our lives. But few things we have to bear in mind. What are the challenges? If we see all over India, there is a digital divide. Can these facilities, can benefits of this digitalization or digital transformation, are these benefits available to each and every person living in each and every nook and corner of the country? Probably not. So same is true about our region also. There is major digital divide. Infrastructural facilities is the first reason. Lack of infrastructural facilities is the first reason why these benefits are not being extended to each and every person. Then lack of trained manpower. Third is that inherent mindset, especially people who are at my stage, an inherent mindset. So if we transform to this type of tech, if we just shift to this type of technology, we don't know what will be the outcome. Though minimum risks are involved there. Again, for my students who are sitting there, organizations, individuals, if we don't have the capacity to take, so that's not a good indicator for your growth and promotion. थोड़ा बहुत risk लेने की ability, with the permission of the chair, if I am allowed to quote one couplet. हादिसों की जद में हूँ क्या मुस्कुराना छोड़ दूँ, ज़लज़लों के खौफ से क्या घबराना छोड़ दूँ. So this is risk-taking capability. If we don't have this risk-taking ability, I think there can be many constants, many roadblocks in our, say, growth and promotion. Another thing which, while evolving things, is very essential that we must have the capability to get evolved, to adjust ourselves to the environment, to the changes, to the transformations which take place around us. We must have the capability to get evolved. If we don't have that capacity, God forbid, we are bound to perish. Those of you who have studied biological sciences, evolution में वही लोग, वही species, they survive best who have the ability to get adjusted. चाहे वो उनकी morphology हो, चाहे वो उनकी physiology हो, to get adjusted to the external environment. If we don't possess that ability at every level, even at social level, if we don't possess, even at house, even in our family, अगर हम में उतनी flexibility नहीं है कि हम अपने घर में अपने आप को adjust कर लें socially, because home जो है उसको हम, that's the basic unit of our society. Our society starts from our home. If as individuals, if I don't have ability to get adjusted in my home, don't expect I'll be in a position to get adjusted in the society, or don't expect that I grow the way I'm supposed to grow. So this is very essential. While doing technology, while evolving technology, we must bear this thing in mind. What will be the scenario after, say, 10 years, after 20 years? Always this thing is to be borne in mind. We should never lose focus of this thing. Every product, once we launch any product or once we provide any service to the users, it goes through different phases. एक phase होता है, those of you who know graphics, एक initial phase होता है, lag phase जिसको हम कहेंगे biological science में, graph it goes upwards, and then it takes a plateau, horizontal part of that curve, and then it starts declining. Say once we launch any product, once we provide any solution, a graph, it follows this graph. Initially it goes up, remains on the plateau for some time, and then it comes down. Say businessman, कोई product आपने launch किया, peak पे पहुंचाइए, it remained on the plateau and then it starts declining. So that means once it starts declining, आपका profits will also start declining. But before this decline starts, your another alternative, it should be ready. It must have already reached that maximum. So never lose focus of this thing. Especially ये जो electronic चीजें होती हैं. और in scientific world, once we see हम equipment purchase करते हैं, इसकी actual life just 7-8 years. उसके बाद इसका spare part भी नहीं मिलता है. So while working with these things, you have to bear this thing in mind. So with these brief words, I thank the Institute for giving me an opportunity to be with you, to interact with you, to learn so many things. I wish good luck to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Your words have enlightened and inspired us. We are grateful for your presence and the knowledge you have imparted. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to invite our guest of honor, Dr. Khurshid Ahmed Butt, Dean College Development Council, University of Kashmir, to please come forward to the stage. Please show your appreciation with a round of applause for our guest of honor, Dr. Khurshid Ahmed Butt, Dean College Development Council, University of Kashmir.
You see, computer and this internet was not at that point of time. When I went to the Dubai. I was working with the Center for American Education, and it was really something very new. A computer before me. Then I was made to understand how to use it, and I did use it. But in the initial days, I used to write letters to my father, the same olden days letters, and then post it and send it. Now you see where we are today. Now we can make payments on a digital platforms. Now you have seen this digital technologies have become such an important and significant part of our life. And if you'll see a Redewala outside, he too has a digital payment mode. And so far as this digital technology is concerned, it has really empowered us. Although we have the theme of this seminar is the digital transformation empowering the future, because it has already empowered us. Yes, surely it is going to empower us to a significant extent, because when we learn about the artificial intelligence, and I can see what will be the new the ecosystem in which we will have to operate, and we will in which we will have to work. Perhaps your doctor will be in your pocket, your lawyer will be in your pocket, and everybody will be in your pocket, and you will be talking to your 24 hours to your doctor, to your lawyer, to anybody, any expert. So this is going to be the future of our lives. So we cannot escape from this, and it has already become a part of our life, and we will have to embrace it, and we will have to use this digital technology. And if you will see nowadays, all the startups, if you will see in India or elsewhere in the world, these are all because of the digital technologies, these startups. And let me tell you that the future is going to be this century is going for the digital technologies and digitization or the digital transformation. So what does it mean to all of us? It means certain things to all of us. Our organizations, our businesses, our people cannot escape from this. They will have to embrace this digital world, and they will have to use the digital technologies to an extent which is possible for them. They will have to use it. They cannot escape. And you will see the world, the organizations and the institutions and the businesses which will be late or which will try to resist from using these digital technologies, and they will going to be get out of race. They cannot exist in that very digital world. But what are the most important the questions? We know it is going to be a part of our life, rather it is going to have a very dominant part of our life. It is going to and it is going to empower our lives. It is going to facilitate our lives. It has already facilitated our lives. But what are the most important is the certain challenges. What I wish that this seminar will focus more on the challenges, because we know that digital technologies, what they are, what are their uses, how beneficial they are for the society and the organizations. But we need to debate and identify those significant challenges that this digital society is going to suffer. And we generally talk about those digital challenges and the digital risks is like we are talking about the cyber security, data risks, and so many things. But the most important risk that generally we overlook, that what kind of impact it is going to have in family structure. The human relations, what is going to this impact on the human health, human psychology. And let me tell you, these are the most important issues on which we should start thinking from today only. I know it, everybody is going to for this digital. I have a mobile set. I every day, talk to so many people. I have a friend in America, I talk to him. This is the benefit that I am getting from using the digital technologies. If I have to shop, I need not to go to the Lal Chowk. I go to the Amazon, I go to the Mindra, and I do shopping there only. Is it? If I will have to make the payment, I need not to go to a bank and stand before the cashier. I can make the payment. So we are using this, and we are going to use this, and it is going to reach to such a level and which we cannot imagine at this stage. But as a very conscious member of this humanity, it is going to have certain challenges and certain risks for the human as a race. I said the most important is on the family structure. And you know, nowadays, what is happening in our society, in our families? If there are 5 people in a family sitting in the same room, and everybody is on the either on the YouTube or on the WhatsApp, and nobody is talking to each other. One day I was, coming in my car near the, this Barzala. I saw, because there's a traffic jam, you do stop, you can have the access, in other cars what they are doing. I saw a one patient, perhaps they had come from hospital. He was sitting on the back seat. There were 5 people. All the 4 people were, on their mobile sets. And I was feeling very sorry. Somebody is there who is sick, and nobody is even, keeping a hand on his shoulder, because they were busy. Somebody is chatting, somebody is watching YouTube, somebody is writing a mail to somebody. So these are the serious challenges. And I am sure, because when I talk about the digitization, look towards digitization, towards through the artificial intelligence, the mirror, and it is going to have some kind of an impact on our social structure, the societies, and whatever. So I'm sure that this conference will focus on the negative part of it, or the impact that it will have on the society, the humanity, the human relations, and all these things. So these were a few. And the other very important thing that I would like to say, because I said only those organizations in future can survive who will be the first to embrace this technology. If we will be late, we will not be able to survive and grow. Even whether it is a government organization, if it is a non-government organization, it is a business organization, or it is any kind of an organization. But what I personally see, because my friend, my Dean Academic Affairs is there, and there are, the management committee members, you are the academicians who are going to debate on this. Has our higher education, taken, attended the call of this digitization? And what I personally see, because we have to be ready to provide an human resources for this digital economy that we are going, and no university here in Kashmir or in many parts of the country have not evolved the industry 4, curriculum, the curriculum based on industry 4, and the western world universities have adopted the industry 5. That is very, very important, and that is a very important call for all of us. And the second call from the seminar should go that our higher educational institutions should be ready to provide the human resources for this digital economy. That is, we will be able to provide that human resources only when we align our course curriculum, keeping in with the industry 4 and industry 5 requirements. So these were the few words I would like to share with all of you. You are a very learned person. I am not a subject expert. If I have been somewhat very, overestimating the things or underestimating the things, I'll be very sorry for that. But as a consumer of this technology, I have experienced it and I try to share. At the end, let me once again compliment this institute for organizing this, and I wish them all the best in organizing this conference. And I will hope and the conference will culminate with the achievement of all the goals that they have established. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We're honored to have benefited from your wisdom and expertise. Thank you. I kindly request everyone to please wait for the felicitation. Now, I would like to request our esteemed chairman, sir, and respected director, sir, to please come forward to the stage for the felicitation of our guests. I would request our chief guest, Dr. Farooq Ahmed Masoodi, Dean Academic Affairs, University of Kashmir, to please come forward to the stage and receive small tokens of gifts. Please put your hands together for our chief guest, Dr. Farooq Ahmed Masoodi, Dean Academic Affairs, University of Kashmir. Thank you so much, sir. We are grateful. Thank you, sir. Our chief guest, Dr. Farooq Ahmed Masoodi, ladies and gentlemen, Dean Academic Affairs, University of Kashmir. Thank you so much, sir. Please take your seat. I would now like to request our guest of honor, Dr. Khurshid Ahmed Butt, Dean College Development Council, University of Kashmir, to please come forward. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Please take your seat. I would now request Professor Dean, Trinity Institute of Innovations and Professional Studies, Dr. Minashki Kaushik. A big hand for Dr. Minashki Kaushik, Professor Dean, Trinity Institute of Innovations in Professional Studies, Dr. Minashki Kaushik, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Dean, Trinity Institute of Innovations in Professional Studies. Thank you so much, ma'am. We are grateful. Thank you so much, ma'am. Please take your seat. Now, I would request Director CIED, IUST, Dr. Parvez Mir to please come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, please demonstrate your appreciation with a round of applause for Director CIED, IUST, Dr. Parvez Mir. Director CIED, IUST, Dr. Parvez Mir, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Please take your seats. Kindly take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached a short intermission in our program, and I'm delighted to announce that it's time for a much needed tea break for our guests. I would request you all to take a well deserved break, socialize, and refresh yourselves for the next session. I kindly request your attention for a moment. We'll resume our program in 25 minutes. Please remember to return to your seats promptly as we'll resume our journey of exploration and knowledge. Instead of tea, now there will be lunch served. Also, I would like to inform you that I'll be taking my leave from the stage at this point. However, you're in good hands as my co-host Said Uzma will be taking over the stage to guide you through the remaining sessions of this event after the break. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for the opportunity to serve as your host thus far. Thank you so much. Enjoy your break and we'll resume shortly. कहाँ है तू? अभी फिलहाल और पहले मुझे और चल रहे
ये चल रहा है नहीं अभी नहीं I request all of you to please be seated. Please take your seats as we are about to begin shortly. Please take your seats. नहीं आ रही है आवाज नहीं आ रही है कौन सी वाली है स्पीकर कौन सा है Kindly take your seats. We are about to begin the second session.
मैम गैस है ही नहीं. All processes crumble. नहीं आ रही आवाज मैम, वॉइस ही नहीं आ रही उनको. I kindly request everyone to be seated as we are going to start our event. मैंने नजदीक रखा है, इससे कितना नजदीक? Old processes crumble, new ones arise, boundaries blurred, the future crystallized. With algorithms of our guiding light, digital transformation ignites our flight. I'm Said Uzma from BBA 5th, and it gives me immense pleasure to be your host for the rest remaining session. It's now time to resume our program. We will be having exciting lineup of speakers and engaging discussions planned for the remainder of this event. Without further ado, let's welcome Professor Dean, Trinity Institute of Innovations in Professional Studies, Dr. Meenakshi Kaushik, to the stage for her valuable contribution. Let's all give a big round of applause for Dr. Meenakshi.
आगे से नहीं बेटा. Like this. Am I audible to everyone? It's okay. Hope that am I audible to everyone? Well, Honorable Chairman, sir, Director Dr. R.A. Thakur, all the eminent personalities who are present in this seminar hall, faculty members, staff members, and my dear students. First of all, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude, immense gratitude to all of you that you all have invited me as a resource person in this one-day seminar on digital transformation, empowering future. मैं तहे दिल से आप लोगों का शुक्रिया अदा करती हूँ और इसके साथ मैंने सुबह से बहुत सारे सभी दिग्गज, I should say all the dignitaries, they spoken about digital transformation, and I really got several new insights from them. Since I have been here to talk on thematic discussion, it's okay. I'm here to have a talk on thematic discussion. So I'm going to discuss about what exactly is the digital transformation. So whenever we talk about, you can see that how all these industries and organizations are running in this fast-paced competitive age with the help of artificial engineering. Whenever we talk about the digital transformation, we often have a visualization about the technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, robotics, natural language processing, and currently ChatGPT. So here today I am going to talk on digital transformation, digitization, digitalization, and mainly its applications, that how industries and organizations are using digital technology to add value into their organization, to enhance the effectiveness, to enhance the productivity. The emergence of digital transformation has made every aspect of business very simple and easy to connect with people all over the globe. Due to its unprecedented speed and global accessibility, especially after post-COVID world. The fast-paced technology is making its contribution almost in every area and sphere. According to the demands of the dynamic market, changing customers' preferences and competitors' strategies, traditional companies are now analyzing and evaluating the current working trends and patterns of the organizations. They are also trying to visualize the long-term goals and discovery-driven planning. I would be discussing about this concept discovery-driven planning in my later slides. Thanks to the Internet of Technology, thanks to the Internet of Things, that has connected and now have access to more data than ever before. It's not that digital transformation is a new concept or it has started very recently. Rather, it started many years ago, but its power was realized and evaluated more in pandemic area. Many organizations are coming up with several apps online, and e-commerce business is taking maximum advantage of it. This digital transformation and uses of digital technology has also given rise to the concept of work from home, hybrid mode operations, online yoga and online classes and tutorials in education industry, and well-being of people didn't let people's spirit die even in the utmost crisis and depression due to the COVID. I would like to talk even about the initiatives that has been taken by the government and Niti Aayog. National Strategies for Artificial Intelligence, India has published by Niti Aayog in 2018 an exhaustive plan and roadmap. And now Indian government talks about artificial intelligence for all, showing how seriously Aayog Commission as well as government has taken artificial intelligence as a stepping stone for integrating this technology into the organizational processes, strategies, and business models to find out various outcomes and avenues. When we are talking about the digital transformation, we cannot we cannot escape from talking about the VUCA world. Here I would like to tell you that the environment with which we are surrounded, that is very, very unpredictable and unpredictable and keep on changing. That's not static. Rather, I would say VUCA V stands for volatility, U stands for uncertainty, and C stands for complexity, and A stands for ambiguity. So here I would like to say, when the organizations and industries are working in this VUCA world, they need to have a very clear-cut vision and right kind of understanding about the available resources that are present to specific organization or industry, right kind of understanding about their people, about their dynamic environment. When I'm talking about the environment, it discusses about two kinds of environment. One is external environment and internal environment. And external environment, when we recall, it means we are talking about the pastel world. political, economical, social, technological, legal, and environmental, where all the time many kinds of changes that are continuously taking place in our external environment. And according to those changes, all the organizations and industries are supposed to incorporate technology and various other things as per the requirement of the organization in their organization. They are supposed to incorporate the technology in their processes, in their business processes, in their strategies, in their business models, so that they can come up with the right kind of competitive strategies to survive in the dynamic market. Because we cannot avoid this pestle part, because ultimately our life and organization's life is surrounded by the pestle part only. And my dear students and all the participants and dignitaries here, I would also like to tell that organizations and industries in today's perspective are having only two options: either innovate or extinct. If you want to be innovative, then in that case you will have to have a close vigil and invigilation about on overall dynamic environment. Now the question comes that why organizations are so rapidly transitioning to adopt the technology. What is the purpose? The ultimate goal of the digital transformation is to create a more agile, efficient, and customer centric organization, improve their decision making, streamline operations, enhance customer engagement. Here I would like to say that nowadays customer is the king. Gone were those days when organizations and industries used to construct or manufacture the product as per their own will and wish and according to their own thought process. But now this is an age of design thinking. This is an age of innovation, creativity. So, when we are talking about the design thinking and digital transformation and digital technology and digitalization and digitization, their organizations and industries, employer and the concerned people, they are supposed to inquire they are supposed to inquire from their customers and ask for their feedbacks, ask for their preferences, likings, so that accordingly they can bring forth the changes and in their products and bring forth the modifications in their services as well as product. Definitely it also helps in decision making process. And once the technology is incorporated into all the organizational processes and strategies, then definitely it brings forth the streamlining of the operations. Cultural shift. When we talk about the digital transformation, we cannot avoid this terminology that is called as the cultural shift. Successful digital transformation requires a cultural shift within an organization, where it talks about the fostering a digital first mindset, promoting collaboration, promoting innovation, adopting agile methodologies, and it also talks about the kite approach. When we talk about the kite approach, it refers to the knowledge. K stands for knowledge, I stands for integrity, T stands for teamwork, and E stands for entrepreneurship. Means digital transformation is also a phenomena that apart from digital technology, digitization, and digitalization, it also believes in kite approach. Here I would like to mention that digital transformation is not only confined to the metropolitan cities or the other cities, but rather government is also taking a strong initiation to make this technology accessible into the rural areas. Here I would like to say that when pandemic COVID got evolved in China and gradually it impacted the overall all the countries. That point of time, organizations and industrial employer were in a very shocking state, and the situation was threatening to them. That point of time, there was no other option left except conducting all the business operations via online. So nowadays, that time, rural areas, people living in rural areas, they were impacted the most, and many of the students in living in rural areas, they were not accessible, technology was not accessible to them. So government has realized this fact very well, that technology needs to be upgraded, and that's the reason we have come across with the 5G technology. Prior it was 4G, and now very soon 6G technology would also be coming. There is one term that also I would like to highlight, that is discovery driven digital transformation approach. What it talks about? May I have a question from the audience? Can any one of you please do let me know what you understand by discovery driven digital transformation? Any one of you? Well, yes, please. Give it to him. Okay, you can speak little louder. Well, yeah, please tell. Very right. Absolutely. Anyone else, please? Well, so when we talk about the discovery driven digital transformation, here I would like to say when I was talking about the asking for the customers' feedback and their preferences and likings and dislikings. Here, discovery driven digital transformation approach is an approach that after getting the feedback from the customer, accordingly, they try to devise the methodologies. Because why we ask for the feedback from the customer? So that we can come to know about their likings, about their preferences, or if they want some more features. So basically, when we talk about the discovery driven digital transformation approach, it means we are asking for the feedbacks from the customer, and based on that feedback, we try to devise our processes, our methodologies, and we also try to devise the metrics, what metrics has to be used, and which assumptions are to be revised. And apart from that, we also try to understand the competitor's strategy also. If we are not going to observe the competitor's strategy, in that manner also we are going to extinct. So digital transformation is a phenomena whereby it is generally people have a misconception that they think that digital transformation is just the incorporation of the technology. No, it is technology incorporation is a part of that, but it also talks about the analytics part. It also talks about the leadership styles, what leadership styles are to be used. It also talks about the competitors strategy and cultural shift. So all these aspects are been, and this also talks about the discovery driven digital transformation system. Here I would like to say few examples which are which are the global giants by using the digital transformation system, by using the digital technology. These are Amazon, Airbnb, Netflix, Uber, and Facebook. Can you imagine? Amazon, before ever opening any physical outlet, now it is considered as one of the world's biggest retailer by market value. Talking about the Airbnb, It owns no real estate, but it is considered as the world's largest accommodation provider. Same applies to the Netflix, Uber, and Facebook. This slide is talking about the two models. One is the old model, another one is the evolved model, and the model that we are using in present context is the new model. What these model talks about, when we talk about the old model, means this picture is portraying that big crush the small one, and the average lifespan of the company remains 60 years, and that was considered in 1958. The evolved model talks about the fast defeat the slow. Average lifespan of the company in 1980, it was 30 years. And the current model that we are using is the new model, that is an age of innovation, beats the big and the fast. So this is called as the digital Darwinism. Darwinism talks about survival of the fittest. So same applies to the organizations and industries also. If they are competent enough to bring forth the technology in all its sense and looking after all the aspects of the organization, then they are able to survive. This here in this slide I have tried to talk about the evolution of music industry, that how from live music now this went to the music on vinyl, then radio gramophone, then tape recorder, then music center, CD player, and now the music system is available in the smartphone, and that is the whole sum about everything. It is a you can learn also, you can entertain yourself, and many more aspects. This is also talking about the various kinds of apps. Here I want to emphasize that now majority of the organizations and industries are coming up with the apps, and you take the example of banking sector. What is happening in banking sector? There was a time when you used to visit the banking sector physically, but now you don't need to visit that. You have to simply download the app from the Play Store, and from that app you can perform several kind of activities: transaction of money, deposition of money, withdrawal of money. Instead, you can also take a loan also, and you can also make the FDs and recurring deposits. So while sitting back home, so can you imagine, this has saved a lot of time and energy of the people, and now in that time period you can invest your precious time into some other activities. So how digital transformation has disrupted. Then digital library. There was a time when you used to visit the library. Even this is the time also, but at times nowadays many of the students, they don't enroll for the full time courses, and even working professionals also go for the courses. So that point of time you can also access the digital library, and you can access all the PDFs and journals and books and many more. Digital transformation in agriculture. By citing these examples, I just wanted to say that digital transformation is such a concept that has not, no industry is devoid right now by the digital transformation. It has touched each and every industry. Digital worker. Can any one of you please tell me what do you mean by digital worker? Please tell me. What about the rest of the students? Anyone who can talk about the digital worker? Yes, please. Yes, yes. It is talking about the artificial intelligence. It is talking about the deep learning. Robotics, with robots. There are many of the industries where robots are performing the human task. So can you imagine that how fastly robots are incorporating into they are performing various kinds of tasks in few of the industries. Growth of digitalization. This slide is talking about some stats that internet user grown in India from 2010 till 2020 and projected till 2040. India has recorded 845.68 million users of internet by 2021, which makes about 63% of total population of the country. During 2 years inflicted by pandemic, the internet users have swiftly increased. It is observed that growth till 2025 is steep, and after that it has grown at lower pace. During the year 2035 till 2040, the growth trend is expected to be more sustained and saturated. Now comes the advantages of digital transformation. Digital transformation के advantages क्या हैं? It has made easy the business process automation, cost reduction, improved product and quality services, overlapping of business functions and sub-functions, means lack of rote and repetitive functions which were used to happen in prior days. It facilitates the better decision making, leads to the higher productivity, value added products, increased transparency definitely. Now everything is being transparent with the advent of the technology. Then quality and consistency, definitely when it was being performed by the human, there used to occur the human error. But now because it is being performed with the help of the technology, so there are lesser chances of the error. Then governance and reliability, adapting to new business models and environment. That's what I'm saying, that digital transformation is a phenomena that where the incorporation of technology or technologies are being applied in the business processes, strategies and new business models. And so better recognition of the employee's contribution, finally that leads to the employee morale, because technology is being used. So every employee, with the help of the technology, they can show their performances. Their performance is visible. There was a time when at times, because of the appreciation or favor of the boss, their hard work was not being visible to the concerned person. But now technology has made it very easy and transparent. But if technology has been applied in positive senses, and it has given lot many advantages, but at the same time it also has certain disadvantages. What are the various disadvantages? Data security and privacy concern, because lot of data which is being generated and stored online on electronic records, so anyone can, that may fall into the wrong hands and may be misused for an undesirable purpose. Social disconnect, which one of our Khurshid sir, I think he was talking about the human relation and human disconnect. Definitely there is no doubt about it कि टेक्नोलॉजी का प्रयोग हम सब कर तो रहे हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी ने हमें कहां से कहां पहुंचा दिया, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं इस टेक्नोलॉजी ने हमें अपनों से दूर कर दिया. आज जब हम अपने घर जाते हैं 9 to 5 की वर्किंग के बाद भी, when we go back home, that time also, instead of asking the well-being of our family members, we again go, we get refreshed and we again get engrossed into our mobile. So here I would like to say that technology is for us. We are not for the technology. This is us who have to make the right uses of technology, right uses of internet, and we have to make or strike a balance in our personal life and professional life, so that something which is very missing, human disconnect is there, emotional disconnect is there, and that is the need of the hour, that we have to look forward to this issue and we have to really take something into consideration to save our relations, to save our emotions. We are not supposed to be artificial because we are blessed as a human being. So we are not supposed to forget our good qualities like being empathetic, kindness, values, ethics, morals, relation, respect, attitude, everything. So then next disadvantage is increased crime and terrorism. Job complexity. Yeah, little bit job have become very complex. But here I want to say, I read this content in Harvard Business Review. There is one book. We often talk about the technology. We are continuously talking about the technology, digital disruption. But we are not considering this fact that technology will keep on coming. New technologies, new versions of technologies, like right now, ChatGPT has come. After a few months, something else would come. So, technology is something that will keep on coming. But, employer and as a human being, as an employer, as an employee, as a peer, as a colleague, whatsoever, we need to give more emphasis on our digital capabilities. Digital literacy, whatever is coming, this is the responsibility of the employer, as well as this is also our own responsibility as an individual, that we need to instill and inculcate and learn whatsoever is coming. So we need to think about the reskilling, multi-skilling, and multi reskilling and upskilling, and also one fact, that is learn and unlearn. Something that is being extincted and new is something new is coming, we have to accept that, and we have to make ourselves competent enough to be presentable in the dynamic market. Then this is the slide which is talking about the HR transformation. When we talk about the digital transformation, it has touched every area. In the same manner, it has also touched the HR part. How it has been used in recruitment process, selection process, training process, development process, performance appraisal, and a few examples are building a new system online for automating processes like employee attendance or making an entire payroll processes paperless. Things have become paperless now. There was a time when everything was to happen in a manual manner and was to be kept as a record on paper, but now everything is being paperless, and we are trying to save in our system. For any digital transformation initiative, the HR team has to be actively present in every phase of rollout of the initiative. So ultimately we say that HR department is the foundation of any organization, and time to time they have to keep a close vigil over the dynamic market, and accordingly they have to bring forth the changes in the. Now last but not the least, I would say that very recently I have also come up with a book on digital transformation, recent trends and practices, and this book is available on Amazon, Kindle, and my dear students, I would be definitely keeping few copies in your library, and my humble request to all of you that please go through that book and come out with your reviews. And at the end, चूंकि मैं दिल्ली से आई हूँ और मुझे नहीं पता आप मेरा कब आना होगा, तो एक सीनियर होने के नाते मैं आप लोगों को यही कहूँगी कि यू आर ब्लेस्ड, और आप लोग इकबाल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी एंड मैनेजमेंट के स्टूडेंट हैं। आप डॉक्टर आर.ए. ठाकुर के सुपरविजन में हैं। मैं सभी फैकल्टी मेंबर्स से भी यही रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि यू ऑल आर अंडर द सुपरविजन ऑफ डॉक्टर आर.ए. ठाकुर, whom I am aware of since last 15 years. He is a great professional. He is a great academician and a good research scholar. So please take full advantage of his presence. With this, thank you so much. जरा सा सर को दे दीजिए, माइक दे दीजिए। Can you please? Dr. Rejwan, can you please repeat what he's saying?
There is, the technical term is like, we have the digitalization and as in reference to an educational organization. So what are the parameters wherein we can check where we stand in terms of the digital maturity and how much we are taking up in terms of how much we are mature in taking that responsibility as in the digital transformation?
I am understanding you. If I am not mistaken, you are talking about that age when COVID was evolved and we all came onto the digital platform. And as an educationist, we all were imparting the sessions on digital platform. So there it was really very difficult that whether the students to whom we are imparting session, am I right? Yeah, to whom we are teaching, to what extent they are grabbing something which we are trying to impart. So there are various ways. Generally, people say that, for example, if I used to take the classes, then time to time, it is not like many of them students are also have become very clever. वो उसको म्यूट कर देते हैं, वीडियो को ऑफ कर देते हैं ताकि हमें पता ना चले और ये लगे कि वो क्लास में अटेंड कर रहे हैं. तो उस समय as a resource person or as a teacher, this is our responsibility to keep asking the question, to keep poking. Can you please tell me? Like right now, I was imparting the session. I know few of them were interacting with each other and maybe they must not be listening. तो एक तरीका ये है कि बीच बीच में जब हम पढ़ा रहे हैं तो हम ये पूछते रहें अपने सब्जेक्ट मैटर से रिलेटेड कि आपने क्या समझा. या उसके बाद we can also say them to give a presentation on the respective topic कि चलिए ठीक है, हमने आपको पढ़ाया, अब आप आकर के presentation दीजिए. तीसरा तरीका ये है कि we can also give them objective type questions. To what extent whatever we are imparting, they have understood, and we can make this as a we can make it as an assessment also, and we can give them marks on that basis. Absolutely. Yes. Very right. And that's what I just talked, that assessment, whenever we do go for the assessment, yes, definitely we need to assess the system. Yes, where I was talking about the developing the human capabilities. Where I was talking about the developing the human capabilities. When I am talking about the human capabilities, means here comes the student also, here comes the faculty member also, here comes the employees also, even employer also. That they need to develop themselves. They need to digitally literate themselves. Any question from back student? Yes, please.
Hello, ma'am. As we all know the advantage of the artificial intelligence, like I myself have
बेटा आपकी आवाज थोड़ी तेज बोलो.
as we know the advantage of the artificial intelligence, I myself have worked on the deep fakes, on supervised learning. We all know what it's capable of, but how should we prepare our youth that, as we know, they are losing their jobs due to the AI, like content workers are losing their jobs, software engineers.
Can you please repeat again? Can you please come forth? आगे आओ. आ जाओ. बोलो.
what it is capable of. But how can we prepare our youth that with the increase in AI, they are also losing their jobs, like content workers, software
या
engineers?
या ये अक्सर एक एस्पेक्ट आता है कि जैसे जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी बढ़ रही है वो लोगों की जॉब को रिप्लेस कर रही है। यहाँ मैं आप लोगों को ये कहना चाहूँगी कि देखिए, मशीन तो मशीन है और ह्यूमन बीइंग है। मशीन को आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की हम बात करते हैं, मशीन लर्निंग की बात करते हैं, डीप लर्निंग की बात करते हैं, ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी की बात करते हैं, वर्चुअल रियलिटी की बात करते हैं, चैट जीपीटी की बात करते हैं, और आगे भी कुछ ना कुछ आता ही रहेगा। तो whatever is coming, ultimately it is all been feeded by the human being only. Don't you agree with me? Whatever is coming, new version of technology, ultimately whatever as a human being we are feeding into the system, that all we are getting. चैट जीपीटी क्या है? चैट जीपीटी में 2021 तक का जितना भी डेटा है वो सब उसमें फीडेड है। आप लोगों को जब भी कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए होती है आप उसको टाइप करते हो और आपको पूरी की पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन आ जाती है। लेकिन ह्यूमन बीइंग इज ऑलवेज is valued for his wisdom, for his innovative mind. मशीन वही दे सकता है जो उसको फीड किया जाता है। उसकी स्पीड फास्ट हो सकती है, लेकिन ह्यूमन माइंड, ह्यूमन विजडम, ह्यूमन एम्पैथी, ह्यूमन इमोशंस, ह्यूमन इनोवेशन, ह्यूमन क्रिएटिविटी क्या मशीन ले सकती है? तो जहां पे ये सारी चीजें आ रही हैं, all these are coming, how you can make yourself the best version of yourself. And yes, definitely, that's what I am continuously repeating, that with the advent of the technology, with the advent of the new versions of technology, right now chat gpt, after 1 month anything else can come. But if you are having a close visual over the market, you can always make yourself competent and productive. Yes, sir. मैं तो मुझसे जितना भी होगा ऑडियंस, बेटा ये जरा सा human minds are becoming irrelevant mind. ऑनरेबल चेयरमैन सर, मैं इसका जवाब यही दूंगी कि क्या ह्यूमन माइंड के अंदर जो इमोशंस है, जो इंटेलेक्ट है, जो विजडम है, जो उसका इनोवेटिव थॉट प्रोसेस है, क्या वो कभी भी कोई टेक्नोलॉजी रिप्लेस कर सकती है? जो उसका इमोशंस है, जो उसका हार्ट है, जो उसका एम्पैथेटिक एक एटीट्यूड है, क्या जो लैक कर रहा है आज के सोसाइटी में कि हम लोग टेक्नोलॉजी के तरफ इतना ज़्यादा भागते चले जा रहे हैं. We are running after technology like anything, and we are running like after a rat race, where we ourselves don't know that where exactly we are going and what actually we want to attain. What is our life's mission? Why we have taken birth? तो अगर मुझे लगता है कि अगर हम अपने उस मूलता को याद रखें कि हम यहाँ किस लिए आए हैं, हमारी लाइफ का क्या वैल्यू सिस्टम है, हमारी लाइफ का क्या पर्पस है, तो मुझे लगता है कि अगर उस चीज़ को याद रखेंगे तो शायद टेक्नोलॉजी एंड वी हैव फॉरगॉटन आवर काइंडनेस, वी हैव फॉरगॉटन आवर एम्पैथेटिक नेचर, वी हैव फॉरगॉटन आवर सॉफ्ट स्किल्स. Yes, it is getting lot of emphasis, but then also it is only in words. अगर रास्ते में कोई बुजुर्ग इंसान गिर जाता है तो वहां से 4 लोग गुजरते हैं। आप मुझे ये बताइए कि उन 4 लोगों में से मुझे नहीं लगता कि शायद ही किसी के अंतरात्मा से ये कॉन्शियसनेस जागे कि नहीं, मुझे रुक करके पहले इस व्यक्ति की मदद करनी चाहिए। अब इसका दूसरा प्रोस्पेक्ट ये है कि कभी-कभी वो मदद भारी भी पड़ जाती है। तो वहाँ पे फिर हमारी ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस और ह्यूमन माइंड काम आता है, हमारी विज़डम काम आती है, हमारा इनर कॉन्शियसनेस काम आता है, जो हमें ये बताता है, जो हमें ये दैट ऑलवेज कीप्स ऑन टेलिंग अस internally that whatever we are doing, where we are going, what we are doing, and where we are leading ourselves.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. We are truly appreciative of the knowledge and perspective you have shared. With this, I would now like to invite Director CIED IUST, Dr. Parvez Mir, to please come forward to stage. Let's all give a huge round of applause.
ये पीपीटी आया है, पीपीटी हाँ वो I don't know that I have given already. Honorable Chairman, IITM, Excellencies from various institutions, faculty members, students, good afternoon. Because a lot of things have been discussed today on the basis of digital transformation, but I will not discuss much about the transformation because I am not the expert in the digital transformation, but little bit contribution from our Islamic University, from our students. They have done a lot of things which I can share with you as an example. But before that, because for last 7 years I'm associated with the entrepreneurship, as directly and indirectly I'm from the 206 with respect to this field. And I will share simple, because the thing is that why this digital transformation is must for we people as students. I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the faculty members because our era is little bit gone. It is all about the students. I will quote some figures. Right now in J&K, unemployment youth right now is more than 15 lakh, as per the J&K government, what is called registration. And on that basis, per year, we are producing 1 lakh graduates from our universities, from our colleges, and from other universities coming from different and including from the outside country. And if we go to one figure which recently Government of India presented in February 2023, and one of the ministers presented the figure that we absorbed 24,660 people in 1 year. And this one is supply, one is demand, and one is continuously recurring increase in the figures. As a result, what is the chance of getting the government job? And this is a very serious issue with all the teachers right now sitting here, with all the teachers right now in the J&K, with all the students, because your future is at stake. And in this direction, when we talk about this figure as a simple thing, yesterday I was in one of the AGM meeting with the Confederation of Indian Industry. I raised one question. Our industrial estates right now in the valley, largest, Khanmu is there, Lasipura is there, and Rangret is there. These are the major three. And out of these three, there are almost 600 plus units in these industrial estates each. And in these 600 industrial units in each, more than 60% are defunct. And defunct just they are not able to think about what is my market. Is market, if market is available, what should be my strategy? And in this case, what we are doing for them, what we are supposed to do for them. A person is getting the subsidy from the government, next day he is getting the Scorpio, and the third day he is creating the construction of the house, and fourth day he is bankrupt, searching for the subsidy from the government. So in this context, we have a lot of problems. One of the most important thing when we talk about in terms of this digital transformation, one of the thing which we were just 2 years before, what is called in terms of 2019, digital transformation was incremental, change was incremental. But now of the post-COVID, it is now becoming our life and blood. And on that basis, in this scenario, can our students compete with the current transformation? Recently, AICT introduces the one concept of Professor Masudi Saab is there. He is also the expert with respect to AICT, and they designed it as one of the most important program. If you have to survive next 5 years, 10 years for our students, they have to follow the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What is called A for artificial intelligence, B blockchain, C cybersecurity, D digital marketing, E what is called enabled, what is called IoT, enabled ecosystem, energy resources, H for hacking. Even ethical hacking is now considered one of the most important promising career. So in this scenario, when we talk about these things as an education institution, we have to reorient our pedagogy. NAP is talking about that experiential methodology. Experiential methodology talks about 80% should be your practical and 20% should be theory. Are we ready? And on that basis, if practicality is there in your, you talk about a small country like Israel, having a population of 80 lakh people, and one of the best innovations in the world right now from only the one country, that is the Israel. You talk about any best healthcare system, it is from Israel. You talk about any company right now, MNCs, it is from the Israel. Reason is nothing. Reason is they have inculcated a DNA of innovation, a DNA of something you are new, which is not existent. We are following the trends in this direction. When we talk about Islamic University under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, we established the what is called a SEED, Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development. And this SEED was created so that students will get everything under this construction so that they will not face the unemployment issue. When we talk about this next, this is our structure. I'm not going to deal because otherwise it will take time. One of the most important factor with our students is, I am teacher, I am a guest officer because my brothers are guest officer, because I want to live in the comfort zone. And this scenario is with everybody. You are students, if your parent is a doctor, you will always feel that I should become a doctor. So you are always living in the comfort zone, but growth is never in the comfort zone. You have to come out from the comfort zone, fear zone, learning zone, and growth zone. Growth is the last. Every college dropout in here, they talk about in terms of with respect to drugs or something like that. But I can show you from America, from US, from the Israel, the dropout rate is one of the big MNCs of the world. Why not in Kashmir? And this is a big issue. Their what is called teaching pedagogy is totally different from ours. And in this direction, when we talk about, this is one of my student, and he started the what is called you might have heard about last year Apple. We faced the biggest problem in the history of Apple industry, that it was sold like anything, and pricing was zero almost, and some of my friends have sold almost 500 boxes free of cost. And that was the scenario. This student just innovated with respect to the packaging of the Apple. He is my student Adnan, and he introduced this packaging, and he got his from the what is called Gujarat. When he introduced it, it was a big success. But success was not because of that Kashmir was the market. He introduced it in the Delhi market. He introduced the Bangalore market. Right now, across all the major MNCs, all the across the multinational, what's called big cities, he's sending the product from the Kashmir, and that too and he's not having any shop. So this is what is called digital transformation, how he is gaining the benefit out of this. And this is, and how he caught it, this idea. I gave him the assignment on the basis of that, what should be done with the Apple, and how we will promote Apple at the national or international level. And irony is this also, that J&K is the only state where you don't have any national company. Only two companies are this what's called associated with the stock market. That is, one is J&K Bank, which is a public sector company. One is Permacial Wheels. And problem with respect to your future is that you cannot get the government jobs. You cannot get the what is called what you are thinking in terms of as a career progression, because you don't have the MNCs. Now in this country, I will just come. Last year we sent this. There is a Sag Ego village right now in the Ganerbal, and we are having a little bit MOU with them. And our students, these are MBA students, they sung a Kashmiri song there for 1 minute and some seconds. And immediately, Sag was not known to many of the Kashmiris, many of the schools in the what is called the valley. The moment it was launched, within 2 hours, the reach was approximately 87,000 people got this trend that something eco villages. Now after that, you see the business of this person, Mr. Fayaz, who has started this business. So question is, a student is creating a small song, and that becomes the viral marketing, and as a result business is achieved by a person who is doing this business, and that to innovative business, what is called eco village. Now in this context, this is my another student, what is called Adil. The important thing is that he's a computer science engineering student, and he is doing the adventure tourism. We are sponsoring we are sponsoring this candidate to the tune of 5 lakhs. And Islamic University right now, under the dynamic leadership of our wonderful vice chancellor, is the only university right now in the J&K who is giving the 5 lakh as a seed capital money to our startups. Whosoever is having, irrespective of whether he is a part of Islamic University or he is the part of any part of in the J&K, and we give them the support of 5 lakhs. And this person we are providing the support, Adil. The moment he launched his app, Adventure Tourism, he has a capacity of just 40 persons per batch. The moment he launched it from the seed, from our department, in 1 week he got 580 this clients for this, and he was not able to meet the demand because he was not having the equipments. And it took him 4 or 5 to provide the 580 this what is called adventure tourism as a package, almost 6 months. The problem is you have the both positives as well as the negative things. Sometimes you have supply side problem, sometimes you have demand side problem, and digital is so much important that you can create the demand. Demand can be created because from the marketing side, sometimes demand can be created. But the only thing is that you should find out what is the need. What is the latent need which is not fulfilled by the market? So on that basis, this is also one of our successful stories by using the digital technology. And this Uber, he is also from the CA store, one of the leading CA store, and he is having the employees almost 8. The leading CA store with having the capacity of 600 something like that figure is there, and largest store in the valley. Only he controls the whole CA store on the base of just mobile application. And in this context, I will give you one example. You might have seen the advertisement of the Yakult, Shilpa Shetty. You might have seen that ad. अब पेट की exercise करनी पड़ेगी. Yakult is in the what's called Haryana, and on that basis, that has a market share of right now in India 65. How many people are managing that organization? This whole Yakult is a Japanese company, and how many are managing this? It is not more than 32, and in 32 people, 3 are attendants, and they are covering the market share of 65. So this, what is called in terms of digital marketing, the scope is enough. The only thing is that you have to think differently. And you might have heard about this great bat, Mr. Kabir. He is my student. he has launched the bat. Kashmir bat industry was almost on the shambles, almost on the base of version of extinction. He is the person who got a bank PO officer. Then he resigned from that. Then he sold almost 21 canal of land, making the bat for international fit. And because our Kashmiri bat used to be treated as tennis bat, bats used to be sold to the MRF. They used to put their own brand name under the faceless branding. They used to sell Kashmiri bat, and they used to get the benefit that Kashmiri bat is not bad. So on the reason that English willow is considered the #1 bat in the world, and after that it is Kashmir. Kashmir willow and English willow is same, but Kashmir was never given the due respect in the world market. This person changed the whole scenario. Last year he introduced the bat. It took him almost 5 years to convince the ICCI Cricket Council to accept my bat. And for making this bat as fit for the international market, he sold everything. Then after that, making this bat, he convinced the ICICI for this accepting this bat. No test playing this country was willing to accept it. It was the only UAE who accepted his bat. And in last 2020 World Cup held in this what is called Dubai, the longest sixer was from the Kashmiri bat. And this is great bat. And for the first time in the history of Kashmir, that a Kashmiri bat is representing the ICICI world. Now, how he has achieved this? This exclusive on the digital. He got a person, because Kashmiri skill craft, हम कहते हैं कि हमेशा चलेगा काम. But when it comes to international market, चलेगा कुछ नहीं होता है. They need the best of the best things at the lowest of the lowest thing. So, English willow bat cost is 1.50 lakhs, sir. And he is selling the same bat, same quality, and just 6 to 10,000 rupees. So now this year, now just yesterday's news, now he has been given the consent by many of the world cricket players, and now this will be in the coming the World Cup T20. This not T20, it is a one day, and this will be the key. So question is, now this is a success story of our seed also. We established a seed, a seher. Seher was nothing. It was having little bit some components from wild plants. Rest it was based on alcohol, rest it was based on the normal things, and nothing more than that was done. But some of the wild plants, couple of I can disclose, couple of I cannot disclose. One of the most important component was saffron also. And this became a sensational news across the state, across the nation. Because we were the part of the TQ team, the secretary came, and we were not Islamic University at that time, we were not the part of the RUSA grants. They came, there was a condition that first established incubation center. And incubation center was created from the RUSA funds of 4 crore rupees. And my center, which I have shown the first figure, that is the creation of this seher, now run by our faculty member. Now in this context, the 2 girls were associated. And we provided the funding of 4 lakh. Once it became a success, then former Vice Chancellor, Siddiqui Saab, he mentioned that give them 4 more lakhs for purchase the machinery. तो मैंने उनको बुलाया. As natural कश्मीरी वो mindset जॉब ही होने चाहे, तो उन्होंने कहा कि सर हम सोचेंगे. 1 हफ्ते के बाद फिर से मैंने लाया कि यार मैं तो पैसा देने के लिए तैयार हूं, आप बिजनेस यूनिट एस्टैब्लिश करो. तो उसके बाद कहा कि हमारे पापा बोल रहे हैं नेट क्वालिफाई करो. और नेट क्वालिफाई के बाद 3 साल के बाद वो मेरे पास फिर से आ गए, सर हम वही बिजनेस करना चाहते हैं. मैंने कहा वो उस वक्त कंपटीशन नहीं था, इस वक्त मेरे पैसों के पीछे बहुत कंपटीशन है, इस वक्त वो पैसा मिलने के लिए तैयार नहीं है. एंड फॉर लास्ट 3 years दे वर टीचर्स, प्राइवेट स्कूल टीचर्स. नाउ दिस माइंडसेट, दिस इज द कश्मीरी माइंडसेट दैट वी आर गोइंग टू गेट द गवर्नमेंट जॉब, दैट इज नॉट देयर. I have given all the figures. This is, we were lucky enough, we got it. लेकिन अगर इन तमाम टीचर से पूछोगे ना कि आप क्या कंटिन्यू करना चाहते हैं, कोई भी कंटिन्यू करने के लिए तैयार है. जिस तरह हमारे ऊपर डंडा मारते हैं कि जॉब में, गवर्नमेंट जॉब में, और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट था कि पेंशन, वो भी खत्म हो गया. सो यू हैव टू थिंक इन टर्म्स ऑफ दैट. नाउ दिस इज अनदर बैट, JK बैट. ही इज माई स्टूडेंट. He introduced the bat, and he introduced last year 11th May, we introduced the bat female, otherwise we have the unisex bats. Female can play with the same bat, male can play with the same bat. We introduce a small modification on the basis of height of a female, weight of a female, average length of the arm. Our mechanical engineering department introduced the bat in consultation with this Aijaz. So we launched the female cricket bat. And this female cricket bat he put on the website. Nobody came from the Kashmir, nobody came from the India कि ये female bat आपने introduce क्यों किया. In fact, Professor Anil Gupta from Gyan India, he was the part of this कि कोई नहीं आ गया. अमेरिका से एक क्रिकेट क्लब ने ट्रैक किया इस बंदे को, कहा कि आपने जो फीमेल बैट है हमें दे दो. दिस इज द फीमेल क्रिकेट क्लब फ्रॉम अमेरिका. दे हैव परचेज्ड दिस बैट. Nobody from Kashmir came to Islamic University that you have produced this. So this is, when we talk about digitalization, market, it is a global village. But only thing is that you should have the willpower first. Second thing is that you should be innovative, little bit innovative, and you have to find out what is the demand in the market. And on that basis, we are just, I will just tell you, this is what is not a new term that is normally used in the what is called in a digital transmission, geofencing. In Taiwan, in Vietnam, किसी भी इलाके में विदिन 5 किलोमीटर रेंज में कोई गेस्ट आ जाता है, कोई भी, उसके मोबाइल में अचानक ये हो जाता है कि एक मैसेज आती है कि हमारे घर में ये चीज बनी है, आर यू इंटरेस्टेड, वी विल होस्ट यू, और यू इंटरेस्टेड, वी विल होस्ट यू. एंड वहीं पर बहुत सारी मैसेज आते हैं, हमारे पास घोड़ा भी है, हमारे पास बोट भी है. एंड दिस इज जियो फेंसिंग हैज बीन इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय वियतनाम, इंडोनेशिया एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स. आई एम राइट नाउ वेरी नियर टू Amazon America, but I am very far off from the Lal Chowk. And on that basis, this business is now changing. My priorities are getting very much clear with respect to quality, with respect to cost, and that is why I am preferring Amazon rather than my local this shopkeepers. And in this context, are they going to survive in the next 5 years or next 10 years? If this is the condition, and what is your role as a students? You have to develop the solution for them so that they will be very close to me. Although right now, Madam has rightly mentioned that, Khurshid Sahab has rightly mentioned that, हम अमेरिका में बहुत क्लोज होते हैं, जो ही मोबाइल शाम को आते हैं, हर एक अपने अपने मोबाइल फ्रेंड सर्कल, लेकिन घर के बंदे आपस में बात नहीं करते हैं. दे आर वेरी फार ऑफ. So this is the situation. You have to find out the solutions with respect to these things. And we are also doing this, what is called in terms of calligraphy, digitalization. And recently we organized a workshop for our Arabic students with respect to these digitalization of the calligraphy. Yeah, मुझे पता है, just I will finish up. I know. Now I am just concluding with this slide. If your education system is not based on these 7 things, these are the world gaps with respect to skills, and AICT has taken with respect to ABCD. But in all these cases, critical thinking, collaboration, agility, and adaptability, initiative, entrepreneurship, and this should be part of our education system. If this is there, then we can survive. Otherwise, nothing is good for us. So you have to take the call on these things with these words, because it is a lunch time and everybody is hungry, particularly students are very much hungry. So that is why I am thankful to you, because you have taken little bit time extra I have taken. But thanks for your patience, and thanks to all the organizers, especially Dr. Rizwan. He was my batchmate. We were the part, and I have learned a lot of things from him, and my mathematics is because of him. So thanks to Rizwan Saab, and thanks to our chairman Saab, because he is very kind enough. And from my side, I am going to announce 2 things, sir, for your institution. One is that we are starting the Prime Minister's Kaushal Vikas Yojana. That is a skill-based course, and that is a 300-hour skill courses. And only thing is that you have to take the students our IUST free of cost, and we are the part of that Kaushal Yojana Vikas. So on that basis, there are 16 short-term courses which your students can take. At least they will become employable. Second thing is that if you have innovation with respect to anything, innovation, and first important thing is innovation, second is the marketability, and third is the scalability. If these three things are fitting your this innovation, we are going to sponsor to the tune of 5 lakhs as a startup grant. Thank you. Thanks for your patience, and God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. We are honored to have benefited from your wisdom and expertise. Ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the midday mark, it's time to pause our program for a well deserved lunch break. We will be having an hour break to allow us ourselves to enjoy a delicious meal and rejuvenate ourselves. Our guests will be served lunch downstairs, and the students are requested to be seated as they will be served the lunch here itself. So please be seated for a while.
I hope everybody is enjoying the seminar.